Yeah, busy night. Great weather, great dogs. So we're in a great place, Shelbourne Park, best place you can be on a night like this. That's the night we all look forward to, the final of the BoyleSports Derby.
Last year we had Jennifer O'Donnell and her father had won the Derby on 3 occasions. She's hoping to narrow the gap this year.
She is. Jennifer's back with a brother of Born Warrior, the other Kobe, with a great chance. He's been running well lately. He's a very good dog. Jennifer's family is steeped in it. Her father trained Derby winners, her mother trained Derby winners, her aunt trained Derby winners, and she's a Derby winning trainer. There's no shortage of Derby experience there. Jennifer won't be panicking this week. She'll have the dog nice and calm and fit and ready to go.
There has always been a close connection between Greyhound Racing and the GAA. Sunday game panellist and former Tipperary All-Ireland winning manager Liam Sheedy.
Yeah, sure, look, there's myself and a few of my friends at home, 2 of my brothers and a few of the lads. We have a dog. We got into a dog with Graham Holland and I suppose Sharianne O'Donnell and Jimmy were very good to us, got us a dog, and we look, I suppose it's my godfather, Christy Ryan, would have taken me to dogs when I was a child, so I sort of got used to going into the dogs and really enjoyed the night at the dogs. So very lucky we have a dog that's racing tonight. So it's look at Derby night here in Shelbourne Park. It's a wonderful night, and it's a great occasion. So it's great to be along.
My name's Jo Blake, and I'm the rehoming coordinator for Greyhound Racing Ireland.
Now, this beautiful dog, tell me about him.
So this is Sergio. He's lived with me for 4 years. He retired from racing with a broken hock just before his 3rd birthday, and went to a charity to be rehomed, and that's when I met him. So I used to work for that charity, and we moved here 6 weeks ago to work for Greyhound Racing Ireland, and Sergio loves getting out and about and meeting people, so he really enjoys these meet and greets. So it's really about showing what greyhounds are like when you meet them up close and personal, and really, just like Sergio, most greyhounds, they love people, love their cuddles, love their rubs, and just any opportunity to get affection. They really acclimatise well to life as a pet, and they're just fab. People think that because they run that they're really high energy, and they're absolutely not. They're very, very chilled out. 2 20-minute walks a day, that's all they want. The rest of the time they're upside down on the sofa.
The Tipperary senior hurling manager Liam Cahill has had a number of greyhounds down through the years.
I've had mine from time to time. Really enjoyed the sport. Went away from it there for a couple of years. Thankfully back in it again. And what a night tonight here in Shelbourne Park for the Irish Greyhound Derby final. Or All Ireland, I suppose, Mike, when it comes to greyhound racing. So delighted to be here, and great people and great connection with the GA here as well tonight.
The final of the 2023 BoyleSports Irish Greyhound Derby is about 90 minutes away. A short time ago I spoke to the trainers of the 6 finalists. Scott Phelan got his licence to train in February of last year, and he's been telling me about 365 in Trap 4.
We bought her as probably about 5 or 6 months old. We got her rare down the country in Roscommon, and we got her back. We were told she'd be fairly good, so we put her into training anyway. To start it off well enough. We didn't think she'd be what she is, but she's just turned into a superstar now for us. We're over the moon with her.
Jennifer O'Donnell, the Derby, it's like Christmas up in your house because your mother and father all trained Derby winners.
Yeah, look, we've been very lucky with the Derby at home. We had Born Warrior last year's winner, and Dad had a couple of winners, and Mam had Skywalker Puma back in 2012, so we've been lucky with the Derby throughout the years.
Tell me about the other Kobe.
He's a brother to last year's winner, Born Warrior. He ran in the Derby last year and unfortunately got knocked out in the first round, but this year he came back for another crack at it, and he's been shown great early pace in his heats, and he's doing everything right. He just needs a bit of luck now tonight.
Graham Holland, you're no stranger to the big occasion here in Shelbourne Park. Tell us about Bacchus Crystal.
Bacchus Crystal, yeah, she's a lovely bitch. Just had a season. She's coming out, and she's about 17 weeks out, so she's coming to hand, hopefully. She's ran very well through the competition, and we're very pleased to be there.
No, I believe she's won 18 times in 33 races, is that right?
Yeah, she's got a very good strike rate. She's very really out the first 3, we think a lot of her.
Pat Buckley's College Causeway was the Derby winner in 2009.
Yeah, listen, he didn't do easy win those derbies, but this is grand to be there and in the final.
College Causeway.
Yeah, he was a great dog, and he did it from behind. He always did his best work coming home.
Tell me about Ben's Teddy.
Yeah, listen, he's in good form, and he'll be the same as College Causeway. He'll be doing it from behind, hoping to catch him, but he's lacking the yard of early pace. But if he gets a run, you'd never know.
John Jones, tell me about Well Met.
Yeah, so he's one of 2 dogs I own in McCartney. So we only had entered 1 dog in the Derby this year. So it's a great relish and opportunity being here. Like 156 dogs got into the Derby 6 weeks ago, and we're down to the final 6. So he's well met. He's a homebred dog. We bred his mother in turn and his granddam in turn, so he's well within the roots of our home in Carrigan Cross in Monaghan. So flying the colours tonight, so hopefully the standard will be lifted tonight for Trap 1 if he pings out of it in Trap 1. He has done that, and that's generally what he needs to do, like to get out around the bend in front. That's what we're hoping.
Music Glideaway in Trap 6 is trained by Pat Guilfoyle, a native of Moneygall, not too far from Cloughjordan in County Tipperary. Patrick, this is a special night for you. It brings back memories too from a few years ago. I think it was back around 2017 you had the Derby winner here.
That's right, Good News won it for us back in 2017. He was a very good Derby winner. We've had 2 finalists since him, and so it's great to reach another Derby final for us. You know, they're hard to get to.
Well, now there's just one more race to go before the Derby, and people have travelled for this event from all over Europe.
From Cardiff.
What do you fancy in the Derby?
I think Ben's Teddy, Trap 3. I think he got no danger. I think the way the track's running tonight, I think he might turn behind the 1 and the 2 dog. There might be a bit of trouble out wide. He might be about 2 or 3 lengths behind him on the first 2 bends, and I think he'll pick him up down the back straight and go on and win well.
I think Trap 3 as well. I think he'll pick him up down the back straight and should win it quite comfortably.
And did you fly in especially for tonight?
Yeah, we flew in today, especially with this big race tonight.
I've travelled from Newcastle in England. We travelled over this morning, got the airport at 4:15 this morning, and we fly home at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
What do you fancy?
Definitely going for number 3, Ben's Teddy.
Now, you're originally from Barcelona, so you made your way down here. You have something in mind for the Derby race later?
Yes, absolutely. All my money is on the other Kobe, and I think he's going to do it. It's just like I had a dream last night, and I'm like, boom, that came to my brain. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to the Shelbourne.
I the 6 because he's on the outside. If they all go to the inside, he get a clear run. And if there's a bit of bunching for an outside bet, I'd fancy the 365. She'll get a run. She'll be staying on strong at the end. I give the 365 the outside bet for a value bet for money.
Now, you've travelled a long way to be here. You flew into Dublin. What country did you come from?
Finland, New Helsinki.
So what do you fancy tonight in the BoyleSports Irish Greyhound Derby?
Pocos Crystal.
I think Trap 2 will win. I think he'll be out and gone.
Racehorse trainer Shark Hanlon.
My brother won it last year, and we had a great night, so we had. And sure, tonight, look at the crowd, look at the people here, it's brilliant. So it is. When you see the crowd in here and the thousands are here, it's very important, so it is.
And so the other Kobe led from start to finish and came home with a half a length to spare over Bucco's Crystal. Winning trainer Jennifer O'Donnell.
It still doesn't feel real that he's won. It's still surreal. Look, he ran a super race and we're just over the moon.
And an impressive time too.
Yeah, look, time doesn't really matter in finals. It's just about getting your head in front, and he just ran an absolute cracker of a race.
When that clutch was born, did anybody think there was 2 Derby winners in there?
Oh, I certainly didn't. We dreamed. There's only 3 of them on the litters, so to get 2 of them to win a Derby, it's an absolute dream.
And there was so much talk about him before the race.
Look, he doesn't know to talk about him. He just comes here to do what he loves to do and run and do his job. So, look, he just done us proud tonight.
And now you've got back-to-back derbies. You've written yourself into the history books.
We didn't come here tonight to make history. We just wanted to win the race, and what happened then after that happened. Mam Francis is here as well, and she does a big part, so it's a big team effort at home.
You must be a proud mammy tonight.
Very proud mother. We knew we'd do the biz. We had great confidence in the dog, and we're just so happy. It's a dream come true to win it again this year.
What are the plans now after this?
God only knows. So we'll take it as it comes.